Hey guys, today I'm filming my next update for my Partners in Cream Project Pan collab series. This was created by Steph, Lyons, and DaLin. I will have their channels and their videos linked down below. I will also have the playlist linked down below so you can see the videos from everyone. There are a ton of people participating in this project, and we have decided to do it again next year, which I'm really excited about. So this year's project is going to end on December 10th, and next year's is going to start January 10th, so that there is a month for people to just play around with their products. And I think that's nice and very exciting. It will be fun to, you know, just be able to play around with some more things. But as you guys know, I've been doing this project a little bit differently. I'm just trying to get use out of my products instead of trying to hit pan or use up. So let's just start with the products from last month. There were several things. So I had 4 cheek products. The first was the Nudestix Nudies All Over Face Bronze Color in the shade Sunkissed. My goal was to use this twice, and I did use it twice. This is a very interesting color. I tried it as a bronzer. It does not work on me. It's a little bit too red or too pinky tone. This definitely works better as a blush. I do like this, but it is definitely a little intense on me. I think this would be really nice on someone that had more of a light or a medium skin tone. I would categorize myself as fair. I feel like Julia Adams would look amazing in this. And if you're one of those people that likes to take some product, like some blush on the bridge of your nose, I feel like this color is so pretty for that. So I will be keeping this, but I'm not super duper in love with it. So I believe either last month, the month before, I had reviewed the Nudestix All Over Face Color, the Dewy formula. That one I do like better. It gives a little bit of a glow, but basically it's just easier to blend out on the skin. This one was not too bad. I forgot to grab my brush, but I used the e.l.f. small stipple brush, and I just rubbed the product on the brush and then just stipple it onto my cheeks. It worked really well, so I am impressed with this product. I wouldn't buy any more. You guys know I'm not that into cream cheek products, so good formula, but the Dewy one I do think is better because it's easier to use. Next I had this Physicians Formula Organic Wear Dewy Blush in the shade Gorgeous Peach. My goal was to use this twice. I only used it once, but that's okay, because after that one time I did decide to declutter this, because I told you guys that when I pump out some of the product, it separates. It gets very sandy and grainy. It's disgusting. So I had several of you guys tell me that didn't happen to yours. So I tried to mix it up and shake it up really well, and I still had the same issue. It looked very patchy on my cheeks. I just put some in the back of my hand, used a damp beauty blender to apply it, and it was applied terribly. It looked awful on my skin. So this is going to go. And then I tried out the Grande Cosmetics Plumping Liquid Blush. I had the Sweet Peach shade. My goal was to use it twice. I used it 3 times, so I'm happy I was able to exceed my goal. I did end up returning that because it did not blend that nicely on my skin. It was pigmented. It was a really pretty color, but no matter which way I tried to apply it, it did not blend out well, which was definitely a shame, but I was happy to get my money back at the same time. My last blush is the MAC Glow Play Blush. I have the shade Blush Please. My goal was to use it twice, and I did use it twice. I really love this formula. It is cream to powder, very similar to the Maybelline Dream Bouncy blushes. I love that color on my skin. It's definitely more wearable than the Sunkissed color, and it is buildable as well. Super easy to blend out, and it is pretty easy for me to apply this over powder, which is important to me because I do use a lot of powder. So happy I hit my goal, very happy I have this, and I will definitely be hanging on to it. I don't think I need to pick up any more shades. Again, I don't use cream blush enough, but really happy with this formula, and I would definitely recommend it. Out of the 4 formulas that I tried, this one was definitely my favorite. And then everything else was for eyes. So I had 2 gold eye bases that I was wanting to battle out and see which one I wanted to keep, if any. So that would be the Lorac Cream Shadows. I can't think of the actual name of the product, and they don't have it on here, but it's a beautiful coppery gold in the shade Satin. And then I have a Nudestix Magnetic Luminous Eye Color in the shade Gilt, which is also a gold. but this one's like a little more coppery. So my goal was to use these 3 times each, and I think I only used them twice each, which was not my goal, but it was enough for me to really be able to test these out to see what I think of them. And basically I'm gonna get rid of both of them. I find them both to be very sheer on the lid, which I don't like. Yes, I'm not wearing these on their own, but I would prefer my eye bases to be a little bit more pigmented. I love the shade of this one. I don't like the color of this one as well. Even when I swatch it, it looks a little bit more coppery, but in comparison, this one's a little cooler is not the right word, but this one definitely is warmer toned. So I like this color better. The formula of this is nice. It's just too sheer, but these both, you know, apply decently well. They don't crease on me, but it's really because of the sheerness and the color. I'm going to be getting rid of both of them. Then I had 2 ColourPop Super Shock shadows. My goal was to use each of these just 1 time because I have so many fall shadows that I want to be using. This first one is Moonwalk. It's a pearlized finish. This is a gorgeous green shade with like a dirty peach undertone. It's really unique. I loved the eye look I created with this one, so I'm definitely hanging on to this. And the other one I've had for forever. This is Game Face. It's an ultra metallic finish. It's a beautiful color. I'm wearing it on my lids today, and it's still creamy even though this one is pretty old, but I'm gonna declutter it. I'm kind of surprised. I think it's still very pretty, but I've got a million coppers in palettes and I tend to prefer some of those over this one, so I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm kind of surprising myself with that, but you know, I like my look today, but I'm not in love, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Then I have 2 liners. The first is the MAC Eye Kohl in Costa Riche. My goal was to use this 3 times. I did use it 3 times. It's a beautiful warm brown. It's very creamy, it's easy to apply, but this runs terribly on me. Even if I immediately set it, it still runs very badly under my eyes and it makes my makeup look a mess. So I can't do it. I cannot do it. I tried it on my upper lash line as well and I thought it looked pretty, but if you're wearing a ton of shadow, the liner will get a little bit coated in shadow and it doesn't show up as intense as it does on the lower lash line. I'm very bummed because I really wanted to love this, but just too creamy for my oily under eyes and my runny watery eyes. So that is going to go. And the last product was my Dose of Colors Set the Tone Cream Gel Liner in the shade When in Rome, which is more of a terracotta color. My goal was to use this twice. I didn't use it at all, which is a shame. I thought about wearing it today, but I didn't. So I'm keeping this in my collection. I might try to use it next month, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. So I'm hanging on to it, but I am bummed that I didn't use it even once. So definitely a shame there. So there were 10 products I tested last month. 4 of them I'm keeping, 6 are leaving my collection. So I do feel really good about that. Okay, so then for the products I'm gonna be using in September, I have 11 things. Again, that's a lot, but I'm really wanting to test stuff right now. So again, I have 4 cheek products. The first is a bronzer. This is the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer in the shade Baked. I have not used this one yet. So here is what the bronzer looks like. I have not used this before. I know a lot of people are absolutely obsessed with it. So I hope I enjoy this one as well. Woo! So there's a swatch of it. It's very warm, so I'm gonna hope this blends out nicely on my skin. My goal is going to be to use this one 3 times. I am panning a powder bronzer and I don't like to really layer up powder and cream bronzers because I have very fair skin and it can look real crazy on me. So my goal is gonna be to use this one 3 times. Then I have 3 cream blushes and my goal is gonna be to use each of these twice. So this first one is a Nars multiple in the shade Orgasm. This is normally something I would wear in the summertime, but I did just get this and I want to try it right away to see if I like this and want to keep it or if I want to pass it on to somebody else. So here is what that looks like. It's a nice sheer product. So we'll see if I'm able to build it up. I'm obviously gonna use this as a blush product. It has a really pretty glow, so we'll see what I think of that. I know multiples have been out for ages, but I have never tried one before. Then I have the Bare Minerals Bounce and Blur Blush in the shade Blurred Buff, which is the nude shade in the range. I love this blush formula. I have a few other shades, but I haven't tried this color yet. It's such a nice, like, warm brownie nude color. Ooh. There's that shade. I really like that. I'm so excited to use that one. And this is a really great formula that is really easy to apply after I've set my face with powder. And then I have a new formula that I'm really interested in. People have been dying over these Tower 28 blushes. And this is in the shade Magic Hour. A really pretty light. I was thinking it was more peachy, but here it looks kind of like a dusty peachy pink. So very pretty. This is the dewiest and the wettest, the creamiest out of the ones I have here. So that'll be exciting to try out that different kind of formula. So again, my goal is to use all of those blushes 2 times each. Everything else is eyes. So again, I have 2 eye bases. I'm gonna be battling out to see which one I want to keep, or if I want to keep either of them. So the first is a Nudestix Magnetic Luminous Eye Color, and this is in the shade Copper Foil. This one is way more impressive than that Gilt shade. It's just so much more intensely metallic. It's very pigmented. I definitely love coppers, but I do have other similar copper eye bases in my collection, so I don't know if I need all of these, which is why I want to test them out. The other one is this Pixi Endless Shade Stick, and this is in the color One and Done. This was a collab. So this one is a little bit bronzier, and the Nudestix has a bit more copper in it. But both very pigmented and metallic, so we will see. My goal is going to be to use each of these 3 times. I know last time I didn't hit my goal on that, but I'm gonna keep it at 3 times. I do think that's doable. Then I've got 3 ColourPop Super Shocks that I want to use just 1 time each. I know that's not a great goal, but as I said last month, I have so many fall shadows. I just want to try to use all of them if possible, especially because I'm only wearing makeup 12 to 15 days a month. So this first one is Thirsty Girl. It's a metallic shadow. This one is very creamy. This is a very deep, dark, like a dirty golden bronze color. It has like a little bit of olive in it. I don't usually go with very dark shadows, so this will be pretty dark for me. So I would definitely love to know your thoughts on what shades you think would pair nicely with this one. But it's super beautiful. I know I've loved it on other people. Then we have one of my all-time favorites. This is 8 Track. This is a pearlized finish. It is a gorgeous, like dirty golden olive color. It's not looking the most olive here. It's looking more bronze, but depending on the other eyeshadows you pair with it, you can really pull out the golden olive tones. Absolutely love that color. And the other one is my favorite copper. This is White Rabbit. It's a pearlized finish, and this one is a bit more red toned than the Game Face I'm wearing today. That one's a little bit more of like a yellowy orange. And here's what that one looks like. So pretty. So I'm very excited to use those shadows. Then I've got 1 pencil liner and 1 gel liner. So for the pencil, this is a limited edition shade from Urban Decay. This is from the Jean Michel Basquiat collection. This is in the shade Anatomy, and this is an amazing matte terracotta orange color. So beautiful, but like I've mentioned before, the Urban Decay liners run on me pretty badly, and with the ColourPop Sandstone collection, they did release a liner shade that is similar to this one. So depending on how I feel about this after I test it, I might want the ColourPop one instead of this because I really love that formula. But my goal is going to be to use this liner 3 times. Then I'm going to be hopefully using my second Dose of Color Set the Tone Cream Matte Eyeliner. This is in Hit the Road, which is a really pretty Marsala color. My goal is going to be to use this one just once. I would love to say twice, but last month I didn't use the other one at all, so let's just say 1. So real quick roundup here. The cream bronzer I would like to use 3 times. I would like to use my 3 cream blushes 2 times each. shadow stick 3 times, the Super Shock shadows just 1 time each, pencil liner 3 times, and the gel liner just once. So guys, that was my update for my Partners in Cream project pan collab video. I would love to know if you guys are doing this project as well, or if you would like to do it next year. It's super fun, whichever way you decide to do it. I do think I'm gonna do it the same way again, maybe a mixture, but I think I'm gonna do it this way again to make sure I'm using my products and declutter things like I have been, which is always a goal for me. So I do feel really happy about that. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.